Hey Cal, 2 comments about your last video. First of all, my tripod, way bigger than your tripod. And second of all, I was trying to figure out why it was so weird to me that you had an interest in drawing. I just can't figure out, oh yeah, that would be why. So moving right along. So the other day I was meta-procrastinating by reading a Cracked article while procrastinating about why we procrastinate. And one of the points they cited is that your brain actually considers the future version of you a different person. So then procrastination makes perfect sense. I mean, why should I have to do all this work if someone else is going to get to enjoy the benefits of it later? Screw that guy. But it turns out our brains are kind of stupid and they're not able to make the connection between you now and you later. I've definitely been guilty of this before because I've put off lots of things and said that it's future Chris's problem, and I have also blamed past Chris for being kind of a douchebag and sticking me with all the work. Seriously, I hate that guy. So as you might expect, the article kind of struck a chord with me, being as though I've been putting off making a 4-minute video for like 3.5 weeks now. But it was nice to see the article that that's kind of a universal behavior and that it's not just my brain that's wired to be completely wrong sometimes. But it did get me thinking about some of the other things that my brain has been completely wrong about in the past, because I'm really interested in the things that your brain does when you're not paying attention. It's kind of what made improv a lot of fun. You have to have your brain thinking about lots of things all at once, but simultaneously not be thinking about anything because you need to be able to come up with something without thinking about it. It's kind of confusing. But anyway, the article got me thinking about the other things that my brain has done when I haven't been paying attention, and I thought that would be a fun thing to talk about. So here are a couple of examples from my life of things that my brain has done when I let it take over the reins by itself. My first example involves lucid dreaming. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this or not, so I'll go over it really, really quickly. Lucid dreaming is when you're asleep and you're dreaming and you know that you're dreaming so you can control the dream. Some people actually get good enough to the point where they can control dreams pretty much every night, to the point where they can be like, hey, I'm in a dream. Bam. Now there's a fan in my dream. That was a stupid example. But anyway, you get the point. It's being aware of dreaming and then taking control of the dream. I've only ever taken control of a dream once, and this is what happened. I don't remember exactly how it started, but I was having an argument with someone. He was trying to get me to do something that I didn't want to do. He kept pushing me, and finally I said, I don't have to do that. It's a dream. You can't make me. And he said, no, this isn't a dream. This is actually happening. And I said, no, this is a dream, and I can prove it to you. He said, how? So I said, okay. I'm going to open my eyes in the real world, and then I'll be back in my room and I'll see everything that was there before I went to bed, and then that will prove to you that I'm in a dream, because how else could that happen? I'm not sure how he could see what I was seeing, but apparently that didn't occur to me in the dream. So anyway, I actually opened my eyes. I woke up from the dream, I opened my eyes, I looked around my room, and I panned over, and then I closed my eyes again, and I was instantly back in the dream, and I said, see? I told you it was a dream. This is how my subconscious mind works. Even when I have full control over the world around me, I just want to use it to prove that I was right about something. I win, yay. Of course, sometimes I'm wrong and my subconscious assumes that that's just not possible. One day, I was going out to my car and I got into a car that wasn't mine. So I started reaching for my keys and looking around the car, and I noticed there's something hanging from the rearview window that wasn't there before, and there's stuff in the passenger seat, like a sweatshirt laying there that wasn't mine. And my first thought, my immediate thought, who put this stuff in my car? Yep, for 2 seconds, the most logical thing that occurred to me is that someone else came into my car just to put stuff in it to mess with me. So then my next and more logical thought was that I was going to get out of the car as they were coming out of the store and they'd think I was stealing from them, and that would have been awkward, so I very quickly ran out to my car. But not every thought that goes on in the back of my mind is arrogant, believe it or not. There's a couple of just random things that happen, and some of them are kind of fun. Like one night it was storming, and I was looking at the window, I was watching the storm. It was a really nice storm, lots of lightning, lots of thunder, and I was thinking about how there's been tons and tons and tons of poetry and random stuff written about lightning and thunder. I mean, it's a powerful image. Bright lightning and loud thunder and stuff's happening. Yeah, I like it. Everyone likes it. Some people don't like it. I'm gonna edit this out. So I'm looking out and I start thinking to myself, I wonder if I can come up with something that hasn't already been said about lightning and thunder. And then I just kind of let my brain do what it wanted. And that's when I heard myself think, thunder is the sound of air getting its ass kicked by lightning. Now I kind of like that, but I have no idea how I wound up with that thought in my head. So yeah, brains are weird. I'm sorry that mine is so good at convincing me to procrastinate, but video! It's here now. Hopefully you can make a video in less time than it's taken both of us more recently, and then I can make a video in less time, and we can actually have like more than one each before the end of the year. I don't really know how to end this video, so